In this video, we're going to do a case study on how a New Jersey-based shopping mall grew their online traffic over 10,000% in just 3 months.
All-in-one SEO is a game changer when it comes to digital marketing.
I use this plugin for all my WordPress implementations.
And it practically does every step for you.
I think your product is one of my favorite plugins that I use on every single client site that I build.
It opened my eyes to what's possible in terms of SEO.
It gives practical suggestions. These suggestions have really significantly boosted our website search engine rankings.
Welcome to All-in-One SEO. We help you rank higher in Google and other search engines with our powerful WordPress SEO plugin. Click this link right here to start downloading and using All-in-One SEO right now. Let's get started. So this is MarketFair, a website for a New Jersey mall. They've got info about the mall, directory of all the different stores in the mall, entertainment available in the mall. Pretty in-depth website. It covers all things related to that mall in New Jersey, including this Shop Now section, where you can buy any of the things that are available in the mall. You could buy them online instead of going to the mall. You could buy them right here. We'll talk more about this Shop Now section in this video because it was a big contributing factor to the fact that MarketFair has grown their organic traffic, not 100%, which would be wildly impressive, not 1,000%, but 10,000% in just 3 months. If you want to read more about them or read this case study instead of watching this video, you can check out the companion case study at AIOSEO.com/trends. And I will drop in a link directly to this case study in the description below this video. So let's take a look at MarketFair's traffic. I mean, their traffic surge is so big it distorts the graph. It almost makes it look like they started at zero. They did not start at zero. They were averaging about 8,600 visits a month. And then they saw this huge surge in traffic that brought them up to 920,000 visits per month. So what did they do exactly that caused this huge surge in traffic? Well, the first strategy that MarketFair used is introducing that new online shopping platform. Now you might be thinking, all right, that's cool. They gave them the ability to buy these things online. How did that cause such a huge surge in traffic? Well, it's not the functionality that caused the traffic surge. Think about the quantity of things available for sale in a typical shopping mall. And now every one of those things has a page on their websites. So it's the sheer amount of content that got created when they created the Shop Now section of this website. They have exponentially more opportunities to rank than they did when all there was information and directory about stores in the mall. We think they probably had a solid SEO content strategy behind this. It wasn't luck. So if you have a website, there's still something you can take away from this. There's still a strategy you can emulate. And that is after you have new content that is out there, to have a way to track it and keep an eye on it. All-in-One SEO can help you monitor the SEO performance of your content using our powerful search statistics tool. Let's head on over to the All-in-One SEO menu on the left and click on the link that says Search Statistics. And then on the tabs up top, let's click where it says Content Rankings. This is an insanely cool feature in All-in-One SEO's Search Statistics. So what this feature does is it points out content decay on your website. It's got a handy little graph here on the right for all of these various pieces of content. If I just look at the first one here for this page called How to Garden, it's telling me that that content peaked back in June of 2022. And ever since then, it's been on a very slow decline. It's telling me the piece of content underneath that is slowly recovering. This vegetable garden one, you could make an argument that it's slowly recovering because it certainly went down and then has dipped back up. This one on the bottom here, growing herbs indoors, is actually at its peak right now. In fact, the bottom two are on their peak right now, so we would leave those alone. But if I focus on this first one called How to Garden, we can see the first column tells us that this was last updated on February 1st, so not that long ago. Maybe we just need to give that one some time, or maybe we need to do some work on it. It's telling us it lost 14,000 points, which is a drop of 72%. The points are based on a proprietary algorithm, so this is not simply which piece of content drops the most places in the search engine result pages. It weighs things like which piece of content was getting more traffic versus another piece of content. So if you had two web posts that both dropped 10 points in the search engine result pages, but one of them was bringing you in 500 views a month and one of them was bringing you 50, the one that was bringing you 500 will show up much higher in this content rankings report because, again, it's based on that algorithm. So now that you understand what these columns mean, the last updated on is self-explanatory, the loss in points and the drop percentage based on that algorithm. And of course, the last column here, performance score, which I just think is so cool. So now that we understand what those columns are, I want to show you that you can actually dig into some detail on each individual post. So if you click on any of these columns or on the graph, nothing happens. These links bring you to edit page and view page. But if we click on the page title itself, we're brought to this page. It has a whole bunch more information on this page. So it's telling me my headline analysis for this page is a 63. My true SEO score is a 0. That is terrible. So that's something we can work on. Speed test is great. Desktop, I'm showing a 97. Mobile, I'm showing a 71. And then it's telling us some suggested changes. So it's telling me the content is below the minimum number of words. Add more content. And no title has been specified. So there's some very basic things here that we could work on. I don't even have a focus key phrase. SEO meta, SEO performance. So there's just a wealth of information here, all pertaining to this one post. What I could do very quickly is the most basic thing is just add a focus key phrase to this page. So I'm going to go ahead and click that blue button. It says add focus key phrase. It's going to open up my page called How to Garden. So apparently I just typed in a title, How to Garden, as a placeholder. It saved this page, and I never filled out any content on this page. So that's why it's losing ground. The first thing I'm going to do is head on over to the all-in-one SEO section and click on General, and I am going to add a focus key phrase. Let's make the focus key phrase the same as the title, How to Garden. I'm going to click this button. It says Add Focus Key Phrase. And now I could build out my page and write a blog post about gardening, keeping in mind that my focus key phrase is How to Garden. Once I have that content all filled out, I could use Link Assistant to add some internal and external links. If I look at the AIOSEO settings section here, I'm constructing my page title with the page title, a separator, and site title. In the SERPs, that will look like How to Garden, all-in-one SEO search statistics mock external. That's the name of my site. And maybe I throw in an emoji after that just to get a little more visibility in the search engine result pages. I'm going to click the big blue update button to update the content of that page, and we're done. The second strategy that MarketFair uses is they unlock the power of non-branded keywords. Here's a graph showing their branded traffic before the release of their online shopping section. You can see branded traffic accounts for nearly 100% of the traffic to their website. Then they release the store and it drops down to about 1%. You might be thinking, oh, wait a second, it dropped down. Why is that good? Well, that's good because now instead of just ranking for MarketFair or MarketFair New Jersey, they're ranking for strap-heeled sandal, mid-rise jeans, denim baseball caps. So they're ranking for all of these things that are available for purchase in their shopping mall. So you may not be on the verge of releasing a huge e-commerce section to your website, but in effect, what these guys did was keyword research. All-in-one SEO makes it very easy to do keyword research with its SEMrush integration. You can find long-tail keywords right from within WordPress. Let's head on over to the All Posts section of our website, and I'm going to pull up this post called SEO Conference. If we head on over to the right-hand column here, I'm going to click on this All-in-one SEO button up top. I'm going to click on General, and then I'm going to click on where it says Focus Key Phrase. So I have the focus key phrase set, SEO Conference. So if I want to discover some new long-tail key phrases or do some keyword research on what else I could target, all I have to do is click the button Get Additional Key Phrases. So All-in-one SEO has a fantastic integration with SEMrush, where you can get keyword suggestions right here within WordPress. You don't have to open another tab. You can do it all from where you're doing your work. Now, if you've never done this before, the first time you click that Get Additional Key Phrases button, you're going to have to link your SEMrush account with your All-in-one SEO account. If you don't have an SEMrush account, you can create one. If you don't know how to do that, don't worry. We have another video on this YouTube channel that shows you step-by-step how to do that, and I will link to that video at the end of this video. So as you can see, we started with the simple SEO key phrase, SEO conference. And SCM Rush integrated with all-in-one SEO is suggesting these additional key phrases. Also have SEO conferences 2023 or also 2024, SEO Conference London, which could give you new ideas for SEO Conference Boston, SEO Conference United Kingdom, best SEO conferences. So we can either add these key phrases to our current post, our current piece of content, or we could just save them in a list to use later. So I'm going to go ahead and add SEO Conferences 2024 to this page. It's giving me a 42 out of 100 because I don't have 2024 probably anywhere in the content of this page, but that's how easily you add key phrases to your content. I'm going to close out of this modal. I'm going to go ahead and click the blue update button and save those changes to this piece of content. If you want a quick and easy way to find long-tail keywords, one of the best methods is just to start performing a Google search. So in this example, I'm searching for birthday gifts, and Google itself will give you tons of recommendations. A lot of them are longer tail keywords than the main search you're looking for. So birthday gifts is not really a long tail keyword. It's going to be very broad. It's going to be very hard to rank for. But birthday gifts for her, birthday gifts for girls, birthday gifts for husband. So Google itself will suggest lots of other options, and many of those can be long tail keywords, or they could give you ideas for long tail keywords. The third strategy that MarketFair used is they implemented image SEO to rank their images higher, and they even scored some rich results in search. So here's someone searching for a very specific men's fragrance, and the listing for MarketFair is coming up with an image. So this listing is going to pop much more compared to their competitors if their competitors are only getting standard text listings. All-in-one SEO can help you rank your images higher too, using its powerful image SEO feature. Let's head on over to the All-in-one SEO menu on the left and click on Search Appearance. And then on the tabs up top, we're going to click on the tab that says Image SEO. If this is your first time using Image SEO, you're going to have to enable it to see all the features available to you as a pro user by clicking the big green button that says Activate Image SEO. And then if we scroll back up, the first option here is about attachments, and it's giving you three options. So it's saying, do we want to redirect the attachment URL to the actual attachment, to the attachment parent, or to have it disabled? So the attachment URL is anytime you upload anything to the media library in WordPress, WordPress creates a special page for this called an attachment URL. It doesn't add very much SEO value at all to your website, so we recommend that you redirect it back to the attachment. So I'm going to leave that setting as is. Below that, we have all the image SEO options. So you can see there's 5 tabs here: the title, the alt tag, the caption, the description, and the file name. I'm going to start on the title tab. So if you've used our plugin before and you've formatted the title or description of any of your posts, this should look pretty familiar to you. So we basically have the same kind of options for the title format of your images. The title of an image is a little bit of additional information, and it's what someone will see when they hover their mouse over your image. Here you can decide how you want to construct the title of that image. You can clear all of these things out. You can use the image title. You can throw in a separator. And if you click the View All Tags link here, or simply type in the hashtag symbol into the box, you can get all these different options that are available. So there's tons of options that you can use in the title format of your images. I'm going to just go ahead and stick with the image title, a separator, and the site title. The next option is about the punctuation. So you can strip out the punctuation in the title of your image. We have it disabled by default. I'm going to enable it. And then you can exclude certain characters. So maybe I want to only strip out dashes. So I'm going to exclude underscores, numbers, the plus sign, apostrophe, the pound sign, and the ampersand. Everything else is going to be excluded. I'm just going to strip out dashes. So if your title, for example, was red dash basketball dash sneaker, you could change that to red space basketball space sneaker by clicking this checkbox here. And you could do the same thing for underscores if you wanted. And here we're getting a message telling us that is disabled when we are excluding underscores from stripping. So in order to convert underscores to spaces, you first have to not exclude it from the stripping, and then you could convert those to spaces. So casing here applies to the title attribute of the image. It's disabled by default. There's 3 options which are pretty self-explanatory. Lowercase, everything will be in lowercase. Title case, major words are capitalized, but minor words remain in their original casing. And sentence case, the first word of each sentence starts with a capital. You can also exclude certain posts or pages or certain terms. So if you don't want to do any of this image SEO to any post about debt, you can start excluding some of those pages. You can also exclude by terms. So maybe I have certain pages tagged with the term debt, and I can exclude those pages here. When you're done adjusting all these settings, hit the big blue Save Changes button. If we scroll back up the page, there's still 4 other tabs here that we have options for. So I'm going to click on the second one, the alt tag option, and you can see we have the same options that we just had for title, also for the alt tag. So we can format the alt tag, we can strip punctuation, we can change the casing, and we can exclude post pages or different terms that tag a post or page. So let's scroll back up to the strip punctuation section. Let's enable that. And then I'm not going to exclude anything. So we are going to basically strip out all the punctuation, and I want to convert dashes and underscores to spaces. And then for the actual alt tag format, we're going to take these out and we're going to use the alt tag. I'm going to save my changes there. And then let's see this in action. So I'm going to head on over to the media library. And then let's add a new image to the media library. I'm going to click Choose File. And I'm going to upload this image called men's-black-wetsuit. Click the blue Upload button. Okay, so we've got the image in the media library. I'm going to go over to my post section. And I'm just going to bring up this first post here called TOC Demo. And right below the second heading, I'm going to drop in this image. From the media library, there's that image. And then I'm going to update the post. And then let's go view the post. And then if we right-click on the image and choose to inspect it, I can see the code behind this image, and we can see the alt text here says men's black wetsuit. It's kind of hard to see. I'm going to see if I can highlight that. Yeah, the plugin did exactly what it's supposed to and changed that alt text on this image to what we wanted it to be, which was men's black wetsuit. So we're back on the image SEO section of search appearance now, and I'm going to click on the caption tab. The first option is asking you whether you want to auto-generate captions when you upload images to the media library. It's disabled by default. We can enable that. You can also go into the media library and apply a bulk setting to all the images you have already uploaded. So I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But first I want to scroll down to the rest of the settings for caption here. As you can see, it's very similar to the other 2 tabs. So we have the caption format we can construct, punctuation, and casing. If I scroll back up to description, again, like with the captions, we have an option to auto-generate a description every time you upload an item to the media library. And then we have the same options that we had on the other tabs. If I go to the file name tab up top, we have the option to strip punctuation down to a fairly granular level. And then we have the casing option, and then we also have specific words we can strip. So for example, if every image you uploaded to your WordPress website, somewhere in the file name had IMG, and you know that's just not adding a lot of value to your website, you can type that in here, and it'll strip that out of the file name. So let's go ahead and click the blue button and save our changes here, and then scroll all the way back up, and I want to show you this in action in the media library. So click on the media library, and then up top, we're going to click the button that says Add New. And I'm going to click Choose File, and I'm going to grab this file here. You can see the name is img space wetsuit.jpg. So I'm going to upload that file by clicking the blue Upload button. And as we can see, the file that has been uploaded to the media library is now called wetsuit. So it did in fact strip out that word IMG. The top 3 strategies that MarketFair used that you can emulate on your site. Number 1, they developed a content strategy and published fresh content. Number 2, they targeted non-branded keywords to boost discoverability. Number 3, they optimized their content for rich snippets using image SEO. And on the flip side, there were some things they got wrong. Bottom 3 strategies to reconsider. Number 1, they neglected image file names. While their image SEO overall was very good, we found a lot of cases where they did not use SEO optimized image file names. Number 2, they forgot internal links. They had some links out to other websites, but very few internal links on their website. Definitely could have used All-in-One SEO's link assistant to help with this. Number 3, exceeding meta description character limits. We found a couple of meta descriptions that were simply too long and are going to get truncated by Google. All-in-One SEO can help you emulate the top 3 strategies that they used, as well as fix the bottom 3 that might need some work. So that's how MarketFair grew their organic traffic 10,000% in just 3 months. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you want to get the SEO of your WordPress website handled today, click the very first link in the description below this video to download All-in-One SEO right now.